Alright everyone, in this video we will be exploring the swamp cave, which you've probably seen me pass a bunch of times. And now I'm finally going to go into the swamp, or the cave itself. Now when you go inside, I suggest drinking a cat potion so you can actually see where you're going and some of the enemies. I think the only enemy you really find in here are wolves, as well as one wraith. I'm pretty sure that's all you find. In the third chapter you find cockatrices in here instead of wolves for whatever reason. Now in this tomb, or in this cave, there is a tomb, and in that tomb is something you need for this chapter. I believe it's called like a seraph or something. Seraph, Sephiroth, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, and I'm probably going to misspell it, either way. So, you need 10 specific Sephiroths, or whatever they're called. Now, I believe I already have 2. I might have at least 2, I'm not entirely sure at this point. But well, if when you start doing the actual main part of this chapter, Kalkstein gives you a set of notes that tells you exactly where the first 9 Sephiroths are, which is extremely helpful, especially if you had no idea like where they could possibly be. I didn't know where most of them were either, and I had to actually look up where they were because I didn't realize his notes were so accurate because I never actually looked at them. But yeah, the Sephiroth or whatever is that little square thing. And well, that's the main reason for coming into this cave. As well, right behind the tomb, that little glowing thing, that gives you your 4th spell. After you've learned this one, there's only 1 spell left in the game. And this spell that I'm going to get in a minute after I clear out the wolves is a spell that it casts a shield, like a little barrier around yourself, except it's not exactly that good to use. And I'm not saying that just because it starts off bad, just like every spell pretty much. It's that when you use that shield, it lasts for I think 30 seconds. You can't draw your sword, and you can't use any more magic while the shield is up. So even if you can extend the amount of time that the shield will go for, it doesn't seem to be very useful. Like, I don't know why, just like stuff like that, like I don't know, for some reason every spell passed after, like every spell you find after the first one, the Ard, it just seemed like a bad idea to use those spells. They seem to do absolutely nothing. Now if anyone actually ends up watching this and has played the game, or at least seen like the spells being used, I wouldn't mind knowing if they end up being like half decent, if I actually like decide to put points into them instead of sword techniques, which I find to be much more efficient than using a spell twice and then not being able to use it for like 5 minutes. It just seems much easier to pull out your sword and just start hitting the enemy. But then again, in RPGs I usually choose like the warrior type classes, so maybe I might not know what I'm talking about at all. Maybe the spells are extremely useful if you get past the 2nd level of them. So when I beat this the first time, I did pretty much every quest in the game, and I only got the spells to maybe partway through the 2nd set of abilities for the bronze talents, so I only put like 4 points into the spells themselves. So I'm not sure if you put more in, better things will happen, or what. But either way, in the next video, I will be killing that second trophy monster, the giant plant, which will be good because it'll be one annoyance out of the way for good. I'll see you then.